love, life. Music, love, life. Music, love, life. Music, love, life.
This is how I live. This is what I love. This is all the things that my dreams have been made of.
Welcome to my life. This is what I love. This is what the soundtrack to my life is made of. Music, love, life.
Ladies and gentlemen, Christal, Jordan, Be Honest, and myself, Kevin Davis, we are Music, Love, Life, and this is yet another episode. This is what? Number 11?
Yeah.
Is that where we at? Number 11?
Should be number 11.
Yeah, man. Doing it thing.
Well, happy holidays, guys.
Yes,
You guys ready for Christmas?
It's my birthday week.
Oh,
it's my birthday week.
What day is your birthday? Is like right before Christmas?
Yeah, it's the 22nd.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I always get caught up though, because I never like get to do anything for my birthday. Like I can't compete with Christmas. It's far too powerful.
Because that's Jesus' fake birthday.
True. That's actually factual.
Yeah, that's true. It's not his birthday, but
that's actually factual.
We'll just run with it.
Anyway, so
is my hotep showing?
Do you do like a special like? I actually was married to a person whose birthday. I was married to a person whose birthday was on Christmas, but we did like celebrated his birthday like the day before. So do you do like a big something for you with your family and friends that's separate from Christmas, so you get your own kind of hoorah?
I mean, I hate to say it, but I've never really had like birthday parties. Because people are always either broke because they spent all their money on gifts, or they're out of town because they're traveling and spending time with family, or they got family coming in town.
Taking out tiny violins.
You see tiny violins.
But I
have some people over for drinks or something, or we go to dinner. But
when you were younger, did your family like plan? Because I would think like, okay, everybody's going to be out of town for Christmas vacation, so let's do Kevin's party before the holidays.
Nah. And then I'm a dude too. We don't have like 4 parties, and we have the brunch, and then we'll have the brunch for those who can't make the other brunch. I'm a dude.
I wasn't playing a violin because it was a sob story. I'm playing a violin because it was sad. Like, you need hugs, man. That's what you might need some hugs. It's like some hugs in reserve.
I think
I would I think.
But I'm just grateful to make it to another year. Like, I'd be grateful that I made it home at night. You know what I'm saying? I'm appreciative. I just learned, you know what? Hey, you can't compete with Jesus or whenever they think it is. Right. So. And that's just the way it is. I've accepted it.
Well, you're younger.
Don't dim my light.
You're younger than both of us. So at our age,
thank you.
I'm done with birthdays. Like, they could not happen, and I'd be cool. I'm like, again already. Fuck.
It keeps happening.
Right, this shit don't slow down.
It's just one of those things. So I'm cool. I got loved ones around, or people call, and I'm straight. That's it.
That's cool.
I'm glad my birthday's not.
Mine is totally in the middle of the year too, so I'm good.
But
I used to hate you summer birthday kids. Y'all had pool parties and shit.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Both of my brothers is June and July.
You were just screwed.
Yeah.
Just in the rental, because it's not really fun to go to a birthday party and it's cold
in
outside.
Ohio.
Oh yeah, no.
In the winter,
right?
No. That's where I live.
We can't have snow parties.
No, nobody wants to come over.
No.
You got to get bundled up. It's so much energy to get bundled up to go. It's not cool. But I don't think we're going to have a white Christmas this year. It seems it doesn't even feel like Christmas time, does it?
It never does to me. I don't believe in this garbage.
Okay.
Are you a bah humbug?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Like I was telling, Christal, she doesn't want me to talk about it, so I'm not going to dampen the mood because we've already talked about it on the show. I'm not a Christmas person. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay, but what about if your family wanted to? I'm dealing with this at my house, right?
The same thing?
What?
Yeah, like so my guy does not. He's just doesn't celebrate holidays. It's really a problem for me.
In the military, I was gone for every holiday. So I guess I kind of just got used to.
You learn to be kind of numb.
Yeah, I think I saw it from the outside and I recognized the bullshit. Like when you're inside of it, it's like they hype you up and you just get hyped because you feel like you're supposed to, but it's a lot of bullshit. Like there's a lot of negative.
Are you buying your wife something for Christmas?
No, we don't buy gifts. We don't buy Christmas gifts.
What do you guys do?
It chokes you up.
It did. What do you guys do?
We just love each other.
I really am not.
I don't think that you should, but that's not a bad thing. I don't think that you should have to wait on one day to give you a gift.
Yeah,
and
I don't
say,
think that either. But the people that
I
say
like
that,
to just
that's
be like, you know what?
bullshit.
I thought of you. I love you, and here I got you this.
No, that's not bullshit.
Do you do that though?
Randomly, yes, I do.
That's not bullshit. Let me
People
explain.
that say that never do it.
Let me explain something. Let me qualify my relationship with my wife.
Here we go.
For the past 4 years, well, first of all, straight up, she forgot we've been married 5 years. She thought it was 4 years. And I've been telling her 5 for a while. We just found it out. But besides that, though, we forget our anniversary every year. We never remember.
Because you guys were together so long before you got married.
Okay, but we forget every year. Like it'll be like 6 days later. You know what? We missed our anniversary. We'll try to go out to dinner or something late. It's always late. So we're just not. We don't stress that. We try to get each other things throughout the year. And there are years where we don't get each other anything, and that's okay too. Like that's not why we're here. We have money to save, not money to spend.
See, that's dope. That's dope because it takes so much pressure off.
It does.
You can just get to focus on the relationship and not the expectations. I think when you're on the expectations, it just causes tension between each other.
No,
I don't agree. I like doing stuff for people that I love.
Why?
Then do
Makes
it.
me happy.
Then do it at random.
But do you like having stuff done
certain
for you?
days.
I like it very much.
That's what it's really about.
No, I know. Seriously, I really. And
Did you miss some hugs too? You need some hugs too.
You know that I love doing stuff for my kids,
right?
And I love even my friends. I like doing stuff for my friends that makes them know that I care about them. I don't understand why someone wouldn't want to take an opportunity to do something nice for somebody that they love.
Because there's so many days. Like I need to focus on this empire. I don't have time to be every time a day comes and somebody Easter Bunny Day, Jolly Saint Nick Day, Jesus Day.
Okay, if it was important to the person that you were with, would you try to do
No,
that?
that would be with another person.
I'm so listen to this.
I would be with another person. What do you mean?
That's a deal breaker.
Yeah, we gotta be equally yoked. That's one of your religious words.
Maybe that is a good point. That is a good point.
Where does it say that in the Bible?
Because if you are a person like that, like I like to listen to Christmas music in the house.
Oh God!
Like I like to.
So you like you're into the
really
commercial
like
Christmas.
No, I love going to the mall and seeing the decorations. It just makes me happy.
Do you go to church on Christmas Eve?
I don't. No, I don't.
So this has
So that's why I said you're into the commercial Christmas.
No,
and then immediately the next thing you said was mall.
I like going to the mall.
You know what, Dad? You know what I hate more than...
I also like driving down Peachtree and seeing the lights on the street. Though.
There's only one thing I hate more than the mall, and that's the mall during Christmas. There is nothing worse.
It makes it's lit. People are drinking hot cocoa.
You drink hot cocoa anyway. It's cold as shit.
You can drink, but you can drink it in July if you wanted to.
Yeah, when we had this snowstorm, what was that? A week and a half ago, man, I had some hot cocoa. It was delicious. I even put some alcohol in it.
Oh,
spiked.
Kahlua.
Yeah. I saw Jim Carrey tweeted that people should not overwhelm themselves trying to buy gifts.
They shouldn't.
They shouldn't. I agree with. I don't think that you should overwhelm yourself.
You should never have to sell your blood to buy Christmas gifts.
That's crazy. I don't agree with that. I don't.
There are people, but there are people right now that are stealing to make sure that their kids have something for Christmas.
That is, I thought about Trading Places and Dan Aykroyd's character when he was the crazy Santa. I don't think people should do that. I think that you should you should do what you can afford, but we do acknowledge that people have expectations that are not right. I don't think that's right.
And I've tried to say more than once that all these rich people that you're saying exist out in the world, they're not real people.
Right.
So majority of people are putting on a credit card or doing a payday loan or a title loan. Like, first of all, if you have done a payday loan or title loan in your past, don't do it again. That is the absolute
It is the
worst.
biggest. I'll admit I've done it before, and it was the worst thing ever.
It never stops.
It should be illegal.
It's like a student loan.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die with those, but I think title loans. It's worse than that though, because the interest rate is I went back. I'm like, what are you doing? They're like refinancing it at this ridiculous. It is anyway. Not to get too far off.
No,
track,
that's important though, especially around Christmas time. I know that I talk from a place of privilege because I have never had to do a title or a payday loan. So I recognize that when I'm saying it, but at the same time, you have to know after doing it that this was clearly the wrong choice. Even though it got me over that hump right then.
Yeah, it's a terrible deal. Like if you borrow $100, you got to pay back $1,700.
Like $1,000, right? Right, and it's like a loan shark, and it should be illegal, but I did it, and I would never do it again. But I have a girlfriend that does it every year. She pays it off, and she I don't.
She'd be rich as fuck if she didn't do it.
If she didn't do it, yeah. But I think a lot of people are into immediate gratification, and they just,
sounds like Christmas.
But you know what? I think maybe we do it out of the goodness of our hearts because we want to prove that we are willing to do whatever it takes for our loved ones, right? Like, especially during Christmas time, we people go out of their way to do shit for their kids because we feel like we're giving our kids a childhood.
Right.
When lying to them about Santa Claus and shit, that has nothing to do with childhood. They get to wake up one morning and see a bunch of gifts. Like, if you really want to do it, you could do that any day. It's your house.
I hate when people say that because they never do it. These people we can have Valentine's Day any day. When do you do that?
Do what?
Well, I haven't. Have you just created a day to just give gifts to your significant other and your children?
That's the problem.
I have absolutely said, you know what, babe? Close your eyes. I'm surprising you right now.
Are you joking? I went and bought my wife a car one day. What are you talking about? Yes, of course. She didn't know she was getting. Her car was broke down. She was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, we're going to have to figure something out. She was trying to figure out how to get her money together. I was like, no, let's go get a car. I mean, of course, we're paying it together. It's part of our household. Right. But I went and put my credit on the line and did it and came back with a fucking entire car. I didn't ask her.
Come back with like a diamond bracelet one time?
See, but what is that? What the fuck?
I know people have done that.
But what does that mean?
Came back with a diamond bracelet.
You stopped.
Surprise. We're going to New York.
I gave her an entire fucking automobile, and you're talking about, well, what about a diamond bracelet? Like,
no, I'm just saying, like, I get it. You need a car. Right, but
that's not fun.
Doesn't mean that. But what if she likes? No, it's not. It's not about being baller. It's just like, what if she likes jewelry? Some women don't like jewelry. What if my mother likes stuff from Bath and Body Works, and so I tried to buy her like diamonds and stuff. My mom doesn't like that. She likes smell good stuff. So I'd go and buy that for her because it makes her happy. Like, I would love to buy her a whole car, but in addition, if I was able to get her a car, I would still sometimes bring her some Bath and Body Works.
I figure I bought her a house too. Like, this is ridiculous.
But like,
give me a break. A diamond bracelet?
You bought a house for you all and your family.
No. First of all, my wife is really into that white picket fence, the dog. You know what I'm saying? The 2 car. She's really into that. Like, that's her. That's her image. That's how she was raised, and that's how she feels like it's part of the rites of passage, and the things that she feels fulfilled by or whatever. So I don't know what you mean. I don't know any woman that would prefer a diamond bracelet over a car and a house.
No, but in addition to, not instead.
Who's got money for that?
But everybody likes diamond bracelets and cars and big houses. But like take for example, like my girl likes mangoes. I just go to the store sometimes to get mangoes. Just because I know she likes them, I want them in the house. Or she tells me like what type of flowers she likes, I'll plant those flowers in the yard.
Sometimes I give my wife.
I do shit like that.
Sometimes I just give my wife a random hug and a kiss on the cheek, and like, hey, I love you.
Hey man, it's the little shit that works.
No,
I swear to God,
little stuff is important. Sprinkle in.
I'm just trying to figure out who these people are who got money for bracelets after buying houses and cars. Like, bruh, times are hard. You motherfuckers are lying. Somebody's lying. If everybody killing and nobody dying,
for everybody,
one of these motherfuckers lying.
Did you just quote Rock City?
I did. That's a dope song though. Somebody lying though.
Shouts out to Timothy. I actually saw him at the Janet Jackson concert I was at. I have to let him know that Be Honest is quoting him.
That's their best song. That's Rock City's best song to me.
Really?
I like the way it vibes.
It's a dope record, but they got a lot of dope records.
It's older.
Yeah.
No, don't get me wrong. They've been everywhere. They do everything, but that record speaks to me.
Yeah, they do. Well, I saw him and his beautiful girl at Janet Jackson concert. First of all, can we just have a moment of silence for the awesome iconicness that is Janet Jackson?
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm just playing. I'm going to give you a moment. You ready? Let's do it. You ready? Yeah.
No, seriously, Janet is amazing. Oh my, whoa.
Asterisks.
What are you talking about?
Amazing.
She's amazing.
Michael is amazing. Michael, okay, who are the superstars? Who are the superstars of all time? Janet Jackson is not on that list.
Yes, she is.
Janet's up there.
She's a second tier, though.
No,
Janet-
she's not.
She's not Michael Jackson level.
Who is Michael
Nobody's
Jackson level
Michael
besides
Jackson
Michael
level.
Jackson?
No, but when you think of the people
No,
who...
Michael Jackson's on Jesus level.
No, stand by. Janet Jackson had seats available at our concert. True or false?
There were seats.
Ain't no seats at a Michael Jackson concert.
He's dead.
Ain't no Michael Jackson concert. That part. Can't
George
forget
Michael, there would be no seats at a George Michael concert.
Janet Jackson
I'm not
is
a
George
George
Michael.
Yeah, George Michael was a
Janet
super
Jackson
duper
is
duper star. Am I
definitely
wrong?
on- George Michael and Janet Jackson are looking eye to eye.
Celine Dion.
Celine may have edged her out.
I mean, they're Madonna
Celine
back when
edged
Madonna
her
was
out.
doing it. Come on, man.
Janet and Madonna are going toe to toe.
I don't know about that.
I do.
I don't know about that.
I can tell you.
I don't know
It's
about
happening.
Madonna ain't going on tour.
You're just saying that because you don't like white
And if
people.
Madonna went on tour, there would be lots of
You
seats.
know,
Trust me.
I'm not saying Janet
If
is
Madonna
bad.
went on
Madonna ain't
tour,
going on tour.
I'm just saying that.
There'll
I'm
be
not saying.
lots
Nah,
of
man, they don't want to see that old white woman doing freaky shit
Not
on stage.
now. Not now.
Nah,
Janet-
Janet
son.
went on tour now. Though.
Oh, you're right.
Now,
Okay,
though.
so if we
Now,
compare
though.
this 2017 Janet to Madonna, yes, you're right. But there have been...
That's the purpose. It still lives on.
She
did
packing out a
Control.
tour. It ain't like she dropped no new music.
And
no.
it was Philip Serena.
I'm not saying that she's not a superstar.
It was Philip Serena.
To
which
me,
is where
Janet is like
the
on the-
Hawks play.
I know. Usher level. Janet and Usher on the same level.
No,
Nah.
hell no.
You think Usher's below Janet?
Usher is
That's
below
absolutely
Janet.
below
Justin
Janet.
Timberlake.
Look at you smiling with your white ass.
Look at his face, Crystal.
You know what?
I'm so mad. No, I'm mad about that
don't
shit,
take
man.
I had to go
Don't
all
take the
around.
bait,
I had to go
Kevin.
all around there to get to that joke. I'm sorry. It took
Justin
George
Timberlake.
Michael. But I had to get all the way
That was
around.
your plan the whole
I had
time?
to because I knew where he was going to go with that. His face was worth the. If you're not listeners, if you're just listening and you're not watching, shame on you because it was perfect.
I give it to you. You are a skillful asshole.
I didn't see
You
that
crafty
coming.
bastard.
I didn't see that coming. That was horrible.
Where are we putting Justin Timberlake and Janet? On what level? She's above him?
I think they may be.
Janet
eye
is
to eye.
absolutely above Justin Timberlake.
I would agree. I'm just joking. I think
absolutely.
I think Janet is above.
So you agree
Justin
she's an
Timberlake was
icon.
still on Mickey Mouse Club.
No, Justin Timberlake is dope. Don't
It's
get
not
me
Janet
wrong.
about- yeah, it's not
popping.
even where you were. It's just the fact that her influence, like she's
iconic.
She's an icon.
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake to me is an iconic.
No, he's not.
He's a superstar, but he's not iconic.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a superstar.
Yeah.
And I think that's a term, like superstar, icon, two
Right.
different things. But yeah, she's an icon. She did the entire choreography for Control. Like Control came out in the 80s.
Yeah, I was a
like,
kid.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Like and people that didn't know the record, like your daughter went, who was not alive at that time at all, but and the energy it was an amazing experience. I'm glad I ended my year with Jen.
I think absolutely, if you were a black woman in the 80s, there's no way that you were not a Janet Jackson fan.
Okay, can I
Like,
tell you
by
guys my
far.
personal story?
Please.
Oh God.
We're going to hear it regardless. So, just let it happen.
It was very hard being a brown-skinned girl in the 80s. It wasn't cool. There were people everything on television it was melanin free. Janet Jackson was the first brown-skinned girl that was cool. And she was kind of curvy
and was
too.
young though too. It was
Yeah.
like young and popping because as far as I
going with
remember,
this? You have the same sentiment.
Don't do that.
No.
Don't do that. He is merely speaking. He's not saying that he.
I peeped the setup. My
do that.
aunts looked up to Janet Jackson. They took me when I was 7, 8 years old. I didn't know. I just get it.
So after the brown girl experience, the Janet exploded onto the scene. How did things change for you?
It made me feel like it really validated, being a woman of color. She was really influential. She was fly. She was an actress. She was on Good Times, and then she was on Different Worlds. She was a big role model. And the thing I thought about last night, the night before the concert, is that was an era where we loved our celebrities. We didn't know everything. They were
Didn't know
mysterious.
shit. Like,
I
yeah.
don't know.
You had to wait till the next album to see what
you
was
don't
happening.
know what she looked like until the next album, until the promo for the next album started up, and then you were in love. And I think that's why we won't ever have icons like that now, because we know too much. Like, I don't want to know. Even though I love Beyonce and Jay-Z, I don't really want to know about you talking about your divorce. I kind of like the mystery that those stars had, and I think I think there
says
are
the publicist, Kevin.
I know, but that
says the publicist.
I love the fact that it was all a mystery. Like, you shouldn't talk about being pregnant. Like, when
the secret marriage.
Like, Chili had to go out of the country to be pregnant because they didn't want people to know that there was that mystique that you wanted your women to be sexy and every man to go to sleep with her poster thinking that could be my girl. It helped to build this aura around them that kept them above, bigger than life. Now it's like, Cardi B is popular, but I mean, she doing the same thing the girl next door is doing. Like, I see her looking a hot mess.
In fact, that's what you said people like about her is that she's so relatable.
Yeah, but I don't think that is enough to, like, years later, there's not going to be this aura around Cardi B that she's, like, larger than life. Like, Janet Jackson walked out and people were just crying and
fainting. And
when Cardi B walks out, I just don't know that the same thing will happen.
If a nigga faint when Cardi B comes out.
No, because we've already seen Cardi B's tits.
And she says that her and Offset should make a porn.
To be fair, we did see Janet Jackson's mostly tit.
Yeah, but it took a lot longer.
Yeah, that's true.
It
took a lot longer.
It wasn't the first month.
And how surprised were you? That's why it was such a big deal.
Surprised about Cardi B's?
No, Janet.
Janet.
I'm talking about Janet, man.
Okay. I'm like, I wasn't surprised at all.
Cardi
She's a stripper. Right.
I was expecting it.
I'm mad I didn't see it, so it should have been quicker.
Any day now.
No, but I mean, when that happened with Janet, it was a big deal because, there was this sense of her being, even when she had the album come out where she was holding her, all that was like,
that was an iconic photo, though.
That is probably one of my favorite music-related photos.
If anyone does that, I think, didn't Tiana Taylor try to do that pose?
Yeah,
somebody like that, you can't do that pose.
To me, she doesn't get enough respect either, Tiana Taylor. I think she's a dope artist. I'm not joking.
She hasn't produced enough.
Vocally.
Okay.
I think she's a dope artist. Have you heard that VII album or whatever?
No, I haven't.
Good album.
I think she's talented, but I don't think she hadn't done enough content.
Yeah.
I think she's so big because of her personality and other things.
Her body.
It's hot, right? I meant personality. I meant her body and her sexiness. Her sexiness is bigger than her. Of her talent. No, I'm not saying she's not talented, but because that overshadowed it so much.
Well, she's only got one full project.
Yeah, because when Pharrell first introduced her, I remember I was working with songwriter Christal. She did a record called Google Me with her.
I don't like that record.
Yeah,
it's not who she is as an artist.
Well, she was. I don't think they probably even knew who she was because that was the first single that they had put out on her. But people were looking at her like, well, I don't really like that song, but damn, this is a sexy girl. You know what I mean? She's very thin. She's got these big breasts. She's sexy.
But the reason why I brought her up though is because Janet Jackson actually gave her props.
I saw that.
Yeah, that's why. Because when Janet shouts you out, bro, that's like
that's huge.
That's iconic.
She didn't shout any of the rest of these other motherfuckers out. She shouted me out. You know what I'm saying?
Well, in the show last night, and I'm sure you heard, she brought Missy out. That was the only person that she had. She didn't have anyone open for her. Literally. Lights came on, there was Janet. And that to me, again, not many people can do that. The only person that came out, no features, Missy Elliott, and Missy is one of those people that is a superstar, undeniable superstar.
Definitely.
She's a trendsetter. She is unique. Missy is the shit. But it just was so, you don't need a lot when it's Janet Jackson.
And you know what? A lot of people forget, but shouts out to Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, who were very responsible for Janet Sound. Those were my idols back when I started producing. That's who I looked up to, and they had a lot to do with her sound.
They created her sound. They literally
I would love to see, because artists always want beats. I want beats. I just want beats. And I send beat. I want artists to get in the pair up with a producer and create a project.
I ain't lie.
That doesn't happen
give it
anymore.
to Timberland and Justin Timberlake.
They make
Justin would not be Justin
that's
without
why.
Timberlake.
Absolutely, I agree.
Timberlake created a sexy ass Justin Timberlake that was a phenomenal. It literally was the production, and they just work really well together.
But you know what? It wasn't just Timberland. It was Michael Jackson's sound that Justin borrowed.
He did. I mean,
Justin hit those riffs, and that's why.
It's definitely referenced. There's a lot of Michael Jackson references, but I think they are a great example of what the magic that artists and producers can have together.
I'll tell you somebody else who does that really well. She's good about it. Erykah Badu. She'll go in on a project and she'll work with one producer for that entire project, and it sounds cohesive.
Yeah,
but that's how all of our music sounded back in. And that's something I don't think that young people get mad at us old people. We're hating. But there was an entire there's a magic to Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis and Janet together.
Yeah.
You can't, it's like peanut butter and jelly, even though some people eat those separately. You need Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
It complements
and Janet.
it. They know how to bring the best out of her.
She's comfortable on it.
Because they know what works with her voice and her talent.
Right.
And I mean, I'm not going to, Babyface was that for so many artists, so many R&B artists. To me, like Toni Braxton, there's nothing like her work with LA and Babyface. Nothing like that. Like he knew exactly what to create for her voice, the perfect vehicle for her voice.
Yeah.
And for so many, artists in that time.
R. Kelly?
Now, why you gonna go do that?
You know what though? I don't think R. Kelly ever made anyone better than him. Babyface made everybody better than him.
Yeah, I agree.
Did.
Babyface made everybody better than him.
Made Whitney Houston, who I was listening to because after I went to Janet Jackson, I just listened to a playlist. Whitney Houston's voice, can I say, hands down, best.
Oh, Whitney Houston is the only one. There's no one close.
She's not a person. She was an instrument. Babyface worked with her and created something that was memorable.
Yeah.
And who can do that? Like who can add something to her?
And you forget, like, Babyface was in The Deal. He had his own mini albums. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could have easily been that guy like R. Kelly, where all his songs are dope and the people he produces, they're good.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
But they sound like baby R. Kelly.
He gave his best work to other people. To me.
I think so too.
Timbaland even made Aaliyah better.
Timbaland made Aaliyah good.
Timbaland made Aaliyah great.
Aaliyah is
Timbaland
not
made
that
Aaliyah.
great.
Aaliyah was good. No, Aaliyah was good with R. Kelly.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
With Timbaland, she was great.
Come on, we know that she passed, and everybody loves that. But come on,
Timbaland made Aaliyah.
Yeah. R. Kelly and Aaliyah was cool, but it was baby R. Kelly. When she got with Timberland and that whole, it was Missy too, though. Don't get it wasn't just Timberland. It was Missy.
True that.
Yeah, absolutely.
She
Missy
got with
credit.
them, and it just
They created
crazy
something
beat
that
shit.
fit her. Because with her and R. Kelly. No, but when they
you got to think about the sex and the marriage. When you know what I'm saying? It's hard at your best, and come on.
And then age ain't nothing but a number. Going down ain't nothing but a thing. It feels uncomfortable.
It's just wrong to even. Let's take that out of her discography.
Yeah, please. Let's start at 1 in a million. I remember hearing 1 in a million for the first time, being like, "What the
different sound
hell is that?"
And you know what's crazy? Because Genuine was the artist that people heard of first out of that camp, but that was nothing like what 1 in a million was. It was a different sound. It was fresh. Yeah.
And then I think I don't know how instrumental they were in helping even with her look, but I mean, it just brought something totally different out of her. You know what I mean? That we didn't see before. But I think I think that may be one of the things that is missing today, because you see people, there's a synergy between producers and artists that brings out the best in that artist, and when that gets messed up because of money issues or things like that, you just think about Confessions album and with Usher, like with when he was with JD, and even not before Confessions, you Make Me Wanna with JD and Brian Michael Cox, and they brought the best out of Usher.
You forget he was with Diddy first, and it sucked.
And it sucks. And then after he's tried to do things other, and Usher's a superstar, right? But Usher, JD, Brian Michael Cox, hands down.
I'll tell you another one. One of my favorite albums of all time. Dark Child and Brandy.
Yes.
Full Moon.
Yes. Dark Child and Brandy, period.
Right, because the next album was Aphrodisiac with Timberland. It was good, but it was just
not the same.
But Full Moon,
that's hers. That Full Moon album was amazing.
That was definitely Brandy's best album.
Yeah.
And from what I heard, the reason why they fell out was because Brandy got mad because he felt like the sound that they created together, he was giving that to everybody, and so she got pissed.
I heard that too, because some people obviously they come and they want that sound, and I remember having the conversation with artists. People want what I remember hearing artists, well, I want what Will.i.am did for such. It's like, you don't know that it's going to come out like that for you.
Right.
Because I'm a big Toni Braxton fan, but Toni Braxton and Dark Child with it's just not the same.
Right.
Not the same as Babyface and Toni Braxton.
Yeah.
Agreed. But so you guys, there's a new Eminem album out. Is Dr. Dre on that album? Do we know?
I haven't heard the album. I feel bad. I haven't even heard the album yet, but I've heard it's trash.
Really?
From everybody.
I've gotten
because I think Dre
reviews.
and Eminem are like that type of that
Dre's another one of those producers that makes people better.
Yeah. He's dope.
Yeah.
But he's
consistently makes different artists better.
It's different artists. Because I mean, obviously with Chronic and Snoop, But with Eminem, it seems like he just knew with Eminem's first album, he knew exactly what to do like without him, that project wouldn't have been what it was.
Yeah.
So I wonder, if he was involved.
Eminem wouldn't be who he is without Dr.
Exactly.
Dre. No way.
No, exactly.
No way.
So,
that Marshall Mathers LP. I went back and listened to that because I loved it when it first came out when I was a kid, and I went back and listened to it like maybe a month ago.
Yeah.
That shit was fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's Dre.
Yeah.
What about the new one though? You heard it?
Well, I've heard mixed reviews about it. I
Have you
listen to
actually
it a
heard
lot.
yourself?
To give you, there are some things that I like about it, and there's some things that I don't like about it. To give you an idea, though, it's more like the BT cipher.
She thought the BT
content wise, M is spitting on a lot more the Trump stuff and social issues and
I heard a lot of people were going to be anti that because of that, because he was going at Trump and he was really doing a lot of political activism. I heard that there was a backlash because, of course, as crazy as it sounds, there are a lot of people that still do support President Trump. There are a lot of people that are still not with even though it seems like the popular vote is anti-Trump.
I don't not support Trump. I don't, but I also don't support Trump.
There are a lot of people that do support Trump.
Yeah, there are.
I think they're afraid to say it out loud.
Okay, but okay, so Kevin, I know that you've seen this. People have been saying he's just trying to do that for clicks, for likes. But what the fuck? Like, okay, so if an artist does speak up, then they're doing it for clicks. But if they don't, you should be speaking up about these issues. Like, what's the middle ground then? Is that why people are hating the album? I thought it was just people saying it was bad.
Well, I mean, some people, everybody's entitled to their opinion, and you may not like musically, it may not be a thing. Because there's a lot of dark stuff that's going on right now. And so because of that, you may not want to be reminded of that. Like, you might need your music to be escapism.
Right.
Well, Eminem has never been an escapism artist.
He's always,
Eminem, he's always been very dark. I would assume that Eminem from the 90s when he was introduced would hate Trump. I mean, he's been very authentic.
How many times did his mom die in the song? You know what I'm saying?
Like, or he killed his girl. Yeah.
She was in the
And he apologized. He apologized to Kim now in this album.
And his daughter too, right? Or no, in this album, you mean?
In this album.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't get a chance to listen to it.
I feel like that kind of closes a chapter, I guess. But I mean, to be honest, I hadn't like really listened to an Eminem album in quite a while, to be for real.
Well, he hasn't really put anything out in quite a while. Right?
He has though. It's just I don't think we've been listening to it. He has been.
Exactly.
Yeah, I haven't been a fan in a while.
That's what I'm saying. It hasn't. What
about Rap God? That single that came out. You don't remember that?
I remember it. I mean, it was kind of a novelty. Even the record, and artists do this, like the record that just came out with Eminem and Beyonce. I feel like that's kind of a novelty. I think it's a dope concept. Like, I don't walk on water unless it freezes. So, I'm big, but I'm also a human being. Like, I get the concept. But as far as me riding down, like, I'm just riding down the street chilling, like, just walk on water. I'm not going to do that.
That was beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
Not angelic, but beautiful.
He went in the character.
He wasn't no Brian McKnight or nothing. But so,
hey, man, I'm only human.
But the reason why I brought up Rap God was because I think that in that song, like, he was like doing 3 and 4 syllable rhymes and stuff that most rappers, black or white, can't do.
No, he's lyrical like he's undeniable. He's probably one of the most talented, if not the most talented lyricist. I know that makes a lot of black people angry, but he just is.
But you know what? Not to veer a little bit, like I'm happy to see that lyrics are making a comeback as far as rap. Yes, and I'll tell you,
give us the proof.
The proof is that Black Thought freestyle has been circulating the internet.
That
Black Thought has been like the best MC for the longest.
See, that sucks. I don't like that. I'm tired of hearing that. Let me tell you what.
He really is lyrically the most talented and consistent.
You got to be fair
artist.
You got to
stop all it. Time. Stop it. But he's never had like that.
You know why?
Breakout hit.
Stop it. Because that's unfair. We don't let Andre 3000 be one of the best artists ever because he's in a group. Black Thought is in the Roots. He's not Black Thought. He's the Roots. So I'm not letting you separate him from the Roots, goddammit, because y'all don't let Andre 3000
But they're not
get out
saying the Roots freestyle. They're saying Black Thought freestyle.
Well, then that's wrong, because Andre has some crazy verses. We don't separate those
and the
verses
Roots is
either.
a band. And actually, Andre...
What's happening?
Andre 3000 is a great MC. However...
he's one of the
However,
greatest.
his greatest album wasn't him rapping. It wasn't bars. It was him singing
his
in concepts.
only album was him singing. He's never had a solo album. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Andre 3000 has been perfect in all of his verses throughout almost every Outkast album. But you're willing to let
And you
Black
appreciate
Thought...
it.
But not really.
You do appreciate. I love it. That
But
Andre
people won't
3000 is one of my
put him in the
favorite
top
MCs.
5 because he's in a group. That's what the argument is. Am I wrong? You never heard that?
No,
Okay, well,
yeah.
I recant my statement.
I was just saying that lyrics are making a comeback in that
Because Black Thought has
freestyle.
one freestyle.
I don't know.
As a
if
matter
that
of fact,
means
the
that they're
Big
having a
Crit
comeback.
freestyle.
Which one?
But
The latest one from he did. I want to say L.A. Leakers, but I feel like I'll be wrong.
I didn't hear
if I
that
said
one.
that.
I haven't heard that yet.
That was on. It was circulated
I
on the
look forward to
internet as
hearing
well.
it.
I don't
Those
know
are the
that
two
this
latest
means that-
freestyles that was like killing it.
I don't know if that means it's making a comeback though.
Because I heard a lot of goofy
Every
shit.
time- well, not only that, it's
Right.
not going to make it to radio because
'Cause
the radio is dominated by
And I love that-
Offset right now.
Matter of fact,
and the Migos.
that may be, but you know what? My two favorite albums are right now: Big Crit and, believe it or not, Jaden Smith.
Wow,
Jaden Smith.
I did not see that coming.
I'm just an icon living. That shit is probably one of the most underrated bars right now, man. Shout out to Young
I'm just an
Jaden.
icon living. That did it for you?
Hey man, you gotta peep the shit. Sire is a dope
Is that
album.
the name of the song? That's
I
the
like
line.
the fact
No,
that
that's
Kevin
one of his
is,
lines.
he's willing to say that because that's going to cause. I mean,
He is an
I
icon.
I stick
No.
by my story.
Wait a minute.
We just said Janet Jackson was an icon. This nigga is not
He
an
didn't say
icon.
he was an icon.
He said,
didn't
I'm
say
an
he was-
icon living.
That was Jaden Smith. That's his
Oh, that's
bar
his
in the
line.
song.
Well, but you know, rappers always say stuff that is
You
not
giving him a
true.
pass?
I'm giving him a pass
This
because
dude-
he's not really an icon. He's aspiring to be.
Never happened.
He's still Will Smith's boy, and he's
He
standing
won't
on
be
his
able to. Yeah, he won't be able to.
Will
because-
Smith
Little
is an
Will is
icon.
standing on his own, man. I ain't mad at that.
Will Smith was an icon.
Rumble,
Icon.
young man, rumble.
Rumble, young man, rumble.
Bruh, you know that you just said that to the world, basically, that you're a Jaden Smith.
I'm cool with. I said
I like that. I
I
like
said
the
I'm in the
fact that-
beehive too.
As long as you know
That
that's
he's
a little,
comfortable.
as long as you know that's a little shaky too. Like,
No, I like the
Man.
fact he's comfortable in his skin. I do appreciate that because if you enjoy something, you shouldn't have to
yeah.
hide it.
No, don't hide
because
it.
of masculinity.
Oh, no. You misunderstood me. I'm not saying hide it.
What are you saying?
I just want him to know that whatever feedback we get to the show, you ask for it.
No,
because
but I think that men feel like they can't like certain things. Like I know I have one of my guy friends, and he said that he enjoys Beyonce's "Love on Top." He said it's just a good song. I enjoy listening in my car on my way to work, but
No,
he
that's
can't share
questionable.
that.
what is
that's
he? What is?
questionable.
How is he taking the on top
Love
part?
on top?
Is she on top?
Is he singing at the end?
Is he?
Is
Does he
trying
have
to hit the high part?
Does he have to
Now
be?
you gonna try
Does
to-
he have to be the bottom?
What
if she's
Beyonce
on
song
top,
do you like then, Kevin? Since you're
he
in the
likes them
beehive?
all.
I like
I said a song and he said
all of Beyonce songs with Jay-Z on it. I just do this.
You can't be.
You can't be in the
get out,
beehive. You
get
can't
out.
be-
You're out.
They're pulling
No,
your
I
card.
maintain my
You are
masculinity.
out.
I'm still me. I like
No.
Beyonce. I appreciate her work ethic, her creativity.
You're
her,
just-
her,
you're
her-
images.
Her images.
Kevin, you're bitching
She's
up.
got like dope ass visuals.
She just gave you
bitched up.
credit.
Oh,
she just
whatever,
gave you
man.
credit for
She
being
trying.
confident enough.
He just bitched up.
Whatever.
He just-
Whatever. I stick by my story.
No, you don't.
I like what I like, man. I'll get credit where it's due.
Okay.
You just took off the credit.
All
and
this
said-
shit. All this shit from Jaden Smith.
Okay, so Jaden Smith is the okay. What you said was
Those are my two favorite albums right now.
So it's in the car. It's on rotation.
Right.
Okay, that's funny.
you a Willow Smith fan too, or just
I went my
Jaden?
hand
Will
back
Smith
and forth. I whip my hand back and forth.
man, and you know it's crazy because I'm about to be 38, man. I have to remind. I was talking to somebody. I was like, "Yo, did you know that Will Smith used to rap?" And we're like, "The actor,
Yeah.
the actor,
Yeah,
no, the rapper."
rapper then actor.
I have to be conscious of
Who was actually part of a team of probably one of the best DJs ever that
Yeah,
goes
he's
unnoticed.
underrated. He's very underrated. He's very underrated.
Another one, another name. That guy. I don't know if a lot of people know that he had a lot to do with Hidden Beach.
I didn't know that.
So all the Jill, all the Philly sound, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Jazzy
Yeah.
Jeff had something to do with all that Philly sound stuff. secretly behind the scenes. You didn't know because he wasn't out there
'Cause
bragging.
he's not that flashy
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
But that's dope, man. I'm telling you, the Philly sound is probably my favorite R&B sound.
But see, he pushes music that he believes in, man, and you can't knock that.
And I mean, that's a
So
lot of
do I.
strong music, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't, what you not going to like about that sound.
Right.
So it's not like,
It's so good that a big girl was at the top of the charts.
oh my goodness.
I love Jill Scott though.
Why is that bad?
she's
You
one
know
of my
that there's the
favorites.
stigma about.
There is a stigma, but I don't think people look at her as a big girl. I think
Oh, no,
look
they
at
do.
Yeah,
her-
they do. Yeah, they do.
Oh, no, yes, we do.
Yeah, she not on no top 5 beauty list.
Really?
She's not.
I mean,
hear
she's
a lot of
gorgeous.
guys-
She's a pretty girl,
I
but
fuck with Jill
she's a
Scott.
pretty girl. You fuck her? Would you fuck her?
Yeah.
But is she your top 5 pick?
What do you mean top 5? Top 5 what?
Okay,
you
hello.
wanna fuck? I don't
I'm
know.
still here. I'm still here.
Do you would you fuck her, Christal?
Right, like
Why are we acting like? Why are y'all so uncomfortable about the sex? That's what's wrong with society right now, man. Everybody's flipping out about sex and like the fact that we're not sexual beings. What's going on, Christal? Why can't I say she's not top 5 somebody I want to fuck?
Well,
And
I mean, but
why does
you
Kevin
can
feel
say
uncomfortable
that.
when I say
you
that?
You can say that, but she may be in his top
I asked him.
5.
He didn't
girls say
anything.
that they would like to fuck girls all the time though.
No.
Y'all grab each other titties and
I
shit.
don't grab titties. I don't grab titties.
You don't see other girls and be like, hey girl, oh, I see you.
No, I don't. I don't. And that's you assuming, generalizing, and stereotyping and harassing.
Oh,
You know what?
there, see, and that's what I was
harassing.
talking. That's what I was talking about. That's what I'm saying.
If you're just assuming that,
Hot
yeah,
button.
Crystal, don't you go and grab other girls' titties? I'd
Hot
like to
button.
see that. No, I don't do that.
Not me. Hashtag not me.
Me too.
No, hashtag
Me
not
too.
me.
From the Music Love Life
I'm gonna
show.
take
Me
a
too.
fucking lie detector test on all you bitches. Not me.
You know what? This is out of control. I really believe that as far as this whole Me Too movement, if we took a introspective look into every man in power, whether it's a customer service manager,
Oh my
to,
god.
I'm serious. I think
So
that
Daryl at fucking
this,
Wells.
at Bell South has been making lewd comments to Jennifer for
Fucking
years.
Daryl.
Yeah.
Come on,
Jennifer
Daryl. Come
likes
on,
that
office.
shit.
Jennifer
Don't lie.
doesn't like it. He gets on her nerves. The
Where-
percentage of
Jennifer
times that
flirts
we
with
like-
Daryl so he can buy her lunch.
No,
I bet you she accepts lunch.
not all the time.
Not all the time.
time.
I'm full today. I don't need your
Man.
goddamn food.
No, but seriously, I think my point is, I think that this is just a culture that men have believe is okay. And I think that because women haven't spoken up, men have assumed, because I know you guys are numbers people, it's okay. If I say to her, oh,
What kind of blanket statement? I don't even know what that means. You guys are
that
numbers
is, it's
people.
a-
What
I
the
think guys are, I think
We're
guys are,
mathematicians?
I think guys
We're
I think guys
Chinese?
are into what I've heard.
I didn't know
guys say this
men
to
were
me.
known for their math.
Not their math, but when things happen over and over again and
Right.
they're not corrected, then they think, okay, well, I must not be doing anything wrong.
Corrected.
So if you say to a girl, damn, those titties look nice, and she just walks away, you think, okay, what I did was
What's
not
wrong with telling somebody their titties look nice? What is wrong with this
is
world? My God.
inappropriate.
My God, it's not inappropriate. We're sexual beings. First of all, let me say this because I mentioned this. I think this is the show Kevin wasn't here for. I said, guys have had a good run. I recognize that we've had a plentiful run. We've been doing
Too
this
Short
shit.
said that shit, what blew my fucking mind.
He said it?
Yes, Too Short said, hey man, the art of trying to fuck is over.
We had a good run. You guys are
short.
stepping up now, and we look forward to what you guys come up with. But just right now, y'all just a whole lot of crazy. Y'all just saying, making claims, this is wrong, this is wrong, this was wrong, this was wrong. And y'all just saying shit. Reel that shit in.
There is some
Let's-
baseless claims.
Let's
Some
focus
baseless
this shit.
claims, I
It's
think.
your turn. I think all dudes, we hate it, but we recognize that it's happening. The shit that's happening.
God is back.
Yes, the universe is switching around. It's women's time to do their thing. And I'm good with that.
Run the world.
I'm good with that. We had a good run. Now, I don't think that if I tell somebody they have nice titties, that's bad. That is me giving you admiration.
But
We
what
are
if she-
we're sexual beings. Once we're like 11 years old, everything in our body is just tingling for women's titties. What are you talking about? We're supposed to want to touch those titties. Oh, how much do those titties weigh? Like that, that thought crosses my mind at least 3 or 4 times a day.
Oh, I wish we had to zoom in on Crystal's face right now.
I
You know,
can't-
like,
I
don't-
you see how big her eyes got
I'm
real
horrified.
quick?
Those are some really big titties. I wonder how much those titties weigh. And that's sexual harassment? No, I'm a sexual being. I am wired and geared.
There's a place for everything, and it's not in the workplace.
No, what the work? See, that's all new shit. I'm talking about back when we was butt-ass naked, before Eve ate that damn apple.
You don't even believe that.
Exactly. But way, way, way back, you would see that gorgeous, beautiful, voluptuous. Yes. And you would be wired to go over there and get that. Now, as the years passed by, we started, creating rules. The problem with right now is that there are no rules. Y'all are just saying anything is what it is, and there's no basis.
That's not fair, because there are a lot of these claims where men have actually raped women, or like if I go into my boss's office and his penis is exposed, that's a little bit much.
Stop that. Women come anywhere with their cleavage, almost all their titty is showing, except for the nipple.
All the time.
Except for the nipple. Except for the nipple. I'm talking about side boob.
They'll have a shirt to cover right here with no bra on, just so you can see the nipple.
You can see through, so you can.
Right.
But that's cool. That's sexual harassment.
Yes.
That's sexual harassment.
Yes, please. Women have been using sex to barter
their entire life.
All sorts of shit in the workplace. You may not get to pay, but you're damn sure getting promotions. You're getting parking spaces. And you're getting all sorts of shit.
So you guys are saying that there's nothing wrong with men using their power to get sex from women in order to bait them. There's nothing wrong with that.
Only if you say there's nothing wrong with women using their looks and their body to get things from men. And the idea of sex, not even real sex, just the idea of sex. Like, I might fuck you, so let's see what I can get, how far I can get this. If you say there's something wrong with that,
I feel like I actually wrote an article for Rolling Out that you can find on rollingout.com by putting in Christal Jordan, shameless plug, but
it's not shameless, it's our shit. Tell these motherfuckers.
Run it.
So I do think that if the woman has received benefit from the sex or from her looks, and she knows the guy has a crush on her, then I don't think her claims are valid. So if I know that you're hitting on me and I've accepted promotions, then I don't think that I can come out later and complain. But I feel like women who were fired or forced, and there's we can talk about Russell Simmons. There's a situation with Kelly Catrone, who I'm a big fan of. She's like a mentor in my head, a PR expert, just PR, amazing PR practitioner, has done fashion PR, very well known. She said, and she didn't say anything before, she came out because Russell Simmons put up the not me, because he said that he understands that some things that he did were inappropriate, but he's not violent, because there were claims that he had raped and he wanted people to know that he's not violent. She actually called Page Six and gave a detailed description of claiming that he raped her. So at what point, I think that, all right, Matt Lauer complimenting an assistant on her breasts, that may or may not be taken as offensive. All women have had that happen. And that's what my article said. Everyone has been, I remember when I was working for a university, this guy said that I looked really good in my pencil skirt. Well, he was really cute, so I thought that was cool. Now,
compliments make the fucking world go round.
If it was an ugly dude or somebody you didn't like, it would be assault.
It would still be fine.
It would be, to me, it might be creepy. It may be creepy if that's not what I wanted. So I've had that happen. I remember I was working for a museum and I would walk past and the janitors would always say something about me in my skirt, and it made me uncomfortable.
Krista, what's the purpose of life? What's the meaning of life? You know what I'm saying? What are we doing? Man, we're here to fuck. That's what we're here for, man. If you're not fucking, you need to start fucking. That's why we are here. And the only way I know that you don't want to fuck me is if I ask you and you say no. So how do I get there without harassing you a little bit in your eyes?
What?
How do we get to that conversation that I'm sexually harassing you if I don't ask? If I don't first put something out there like, hey, you look really nice there in your pencil skirt, and you like, nah, nigga, they ain't like that. This ain't the right party. How do I know?
Okay, but at that point, at the time that the advances are discouraged, these women are talking about situations where the man has continued.
Totally agree.
And so I don't disagree with you guys that yes, women do use their sexuality and men use their power. But at the point when a person is
I use my sexuality. I do.
You know what? But that's funny because Kevin says that he's been on the reverse side of that, right?
Absolutely.
You got fiddled?
No. Well, okay. So office Christmas party, right? It's Christmas time. Everybody's going around. Right?
This better not be a white woman. This better not be a white woman.
Absolutely is a white woman.
Wow.
What's that movie?
Right. And this is
getting ready to be like
this woman. This woman interviewed
What
me.
is the movie?
She hired me. She negotiated my salary.
And then she sucked your dick.
No.
Oh.
No.
You didn't let her?
I didn't let her
Is it
suck
like a
my
Marshall
dick.
moment
I
where
probably could have. I might have moved up the ladder a little faster. Who knows?
Wait a minute. What did she say?
What you mean? Oh, what happened was she tried to kiss me at the office Christmas party in front of everybody. She like nestled up close to me and like squoze my arm. You know, women grab the bicep and shit. You know, she did one of them, and she did that white girl.
Oh, that's...
And I was like, oh.
Was she drunk?
Like one of...
She played off. She was drunk.
Tried to say that bitch wasn't
They
drunk.
do that. Y'all do that. Y'all play like you're drunk when some shit didn't go your way. I see y'all. I see
But as far as the workplace, nobody said a word.
Did you feel?
And so when I said something, I absolutely felt uncomfortable. Hell yeah!
But she's the boss, though. What can you say?
Right. Again, this is the person that hired me, and she negotiated my salary. Right. So when I said something on Facebook about it, I made this post, and I got the graphics, so I'll put that on. But people laughed. Ha, 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 ha. And you know what? Man, I got 75 likes out of that shit. 25 of them were ha-has.
How many years has it been since this happened?
20 of those ha-has were women.
I'm laughing too.
20 of the ha-has were women.
How many years ago this happened?
Can I just share with the listeners?
This was probably 2009.
What you may not know as we delve into this story is just so that we all have the stats here. How big was the woman?
How big was she?
How big was she?
She's shorter than me. Most women are shorter than me.
How tall was she, Kevin? How
she's
big
going to say
she?
you weren't in fear of your life.
5'7".
5'7". You are damn near 7 feet tall.
What does that mean?
The point is, I don't think that she made you feel unsafe.
His job is at risk. And she's white too. She could put that. He raped me. Emmett Till this dude. She could have Emmett Till him.
Emmett Till him.
Man,
they do that all the time.
All the time. What are you talking about?
You forget that.
I'm not saying that
because I'm tall. I can't be unsafe with somebody that's shorter than me. That's some bullshit.
I'm just saying that there's a difference in the physical proximity of man to woman. So if a woman comes, she can't overpower you, Kevin. She cannot overpower you.
She don't have to overpower me.
The way that Kelly Catrone claims Russell Simmons took her.
I'm glad you said claim because you put that out earlier like it was a fact because she came out and said on page 6.
No, I'm saying that's her claim, but I mean her claim has just as much validity as his denial until we figure out what.
No, it shouldn't though. It shouldn't because you're innocent until proven guilty. It shouldn't have as much claim. Matter of fact, that's how the Constitution was set up, that it doesn't have any claim until we get some
Your
real...
forefathers created a nice little document for us.
My forefathers, not yours, mine.
Not yours.
Okay.
Not, they weren't mine.
Yeah, it wasn't my bloodline.
But I'm just saying, like, I mean, do you guys...
You're not dark. You kind of brown, Kev. I think you had a slave masked up in you, bro. You got a slave masked up in you.
There was probably some raping.
No,
there was probably some raping.
Everybody who's got mixed blood was not raped. True enough.
Actually, you know what? So hold on, let me say this because many people
part of sexual harassment when the slave owner, plantation owner was coming to the
that's
cabin.
Not sexual harassment. That's rape.
Okay, but it's rape also if your boss forces himself on you.
It is, but it's not rape. If he says you got some nice titties, that's not rape, and it's not sexual harassment.
It is sexual harassment.
It's only harassment if you don't like that person.
And so how do you know that?
You know what's crazy?
How do you know you don't like me if you don't say it the first time? Now, if I say it 3 times, hey, first time is like I'm feeling you out. You're like, oh, she might have been in a bad mood. Second time, oh, this bitch don't like me. Third time, I'm not gonna say it.
Hey, but you know what?
You need that many.
You might have been in a bad mood the first day.
No, stop.
Y'all be going through like days where y'all don't feel like being bothered. I ain't feel like being bothered today. You know y'all do. Y'all get to work. First thing in, you like, better nobody say shit to me today. I'm not in the mood. I'm not here to work.
I'm always
I here to do no damn work.
Outnumbered at this table.
But you know what's crazy is so many people have been accused of sexual assault or harassment lately. Like it's weird. Like apparently back in the day, if you weren't raping, you weren't popping.
What's wrong with y'all that didn't get sexually harassed? Something wrong with y'all.
My God.
We need to start that list up. Who didn't get sexually harassed?
No, I think because I know women that have not come out and said anything and have shared their stories. I think most women are not going to come out because it takes a certain type of personality to be comfortable coming out into a public forum and sharing that. I just think that men sometimes don't take it seriously how uncomfortable women feel. And if I know for myself, when guys have said certain things to me, if I look at the situation, especially if I'm leaving an area and it's just me and a guy and he says something sexual to me, there's just a difference in saying a response back to someone that physically is bigger than you and could really, if they wanted to, I don't have a way to stop him if he wanted to. So that's a problem.
I totally agree with that, Christal. But how many times has that happened to you, though? You see what I'm saying? Not the what ifs, because the what ifs are forever, man. What if that white woman had called the police and said that Kevin tried to rape her? He was feeling on her butt while she did that. She thought that he was going to attack her.
And that happens a lot. Like a lot of times, the victim is a great way to attack someone. And women know that.
I mean, I've had it happen to me, and I've not said anything, and I wouldn't. I'm still not going to go into it. I felt unsafe,
physically accosted by somebody,
where I felt unsafe.
Right, but sometimes feeling unsafe is just it's like we've been propaganda that black guys are going to rape you. Like white, there was a whole time there where black people were.
That wasn't the situation.
So you don't think that part of it could have just been a fear that was unjustified?
No.
So you felt like really in fear for your life all those times.
I felt like I could potentially be raped
before. You're saying at one time, a handful of times, or are you talking about a period?
Twice.
Okay, so twice in your, I'm not going to say how many years, twice in your years.
That's too many though.
Are you kidding? How many times did a dude give you a compliment or gave you a sexual, 40?
I can't even.
So 2 out of all that? Come on, man.
It's too many, though. It's too
Two
many.
is too many?
Two is too many.
So those 2 guys are going to make everybody else in the world pay.
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that we have to be clear that behavior is not right.
We all agree that behavior is not right. Nobody's saying, who do you know is saying that behavior is right?
Obviously, Harvey Weinstein did not realize that
he's
behavior
one of the
wrong.
2. He's one of those 2 motherfuckers, though. The rest of the world is like, this is all wrong.
It just depends on where. I think what we're arguing about really is where do you draw the line?
I can agree with that.
Where do you draw the line?
But I think, right. And I think that if a person does not want your advances, you need to stop making sexual advances.
Time 3, you shouldn't be doing. There should be no time 3.
I mean, but hold on. Let's be for real. Women like to be pursued.
They say guys gotta
like
be persistent.
To be pursued. You like to be complimented, right? I damn near need food, water, and compliments. It's a fucking necessity. Right?
And lube, what is it? Lube, shooting lube? What's the shit?
What?
I don't say that word good because it's too out of my price range.
Louboutin?
No, there you go. That shit.
Lube.
Right.
Lubashoons.
Like food. I thought you said food, water, and lube.
I did too. I've been watching Grace and Frankie.
That word is too rich for me. I don't say those words. But he's right though. You guys feed off compliments.
And a lot of times it takes more than once to get you to be like, all right.
It always takes more than
Y'all
once.
like a little effort. Y'all like a man to put some work in.
I was talking to my guy, and he said that he too, Kevin, has been sexually harassed.
Sorry,
men are coming forward.
They are. They're coming forward.
Because this dude is 6'2" or 6'3" also,
huge. And he's huge.
Right.
And he said that he's like 250, 270, something like that. And I'm just like, I said, did you feel in fear of your life? And he said yes. He felt like, because it was his boss, he said that he was called over and he was in a circle of women and they told him he had to dance or he wasn't going to get paid or he was going to get sent home. He said he did not dance, but he said he was irritated. But then he immediately said it was because the women looked like beasts. And then I said, well, if he was like, I'm not doing that for no beastly looking women. And I said, well, what if they were beautiful women? And he said that he still would not have danced. Right. Babe, I don't believe you.
To him, now look at the camera.
Babe, I don't believe you. I don't. We talked about. I don't believe you. Up. I think you would have danced. No,
I support you. Speak your truth.
He's your brethren. This is your brethren.
Speak your truth.
Here's my problem.
But no, he said that because the woman was his boss, and I think this is going to sound really controversial. An attractive woman probably wouldn't have even done that because she wouldn't have needed to because he probably would have been hitting on her.
What she wanted. Here's the thing, though, right? Here's the crazy part about that. In the 2 instances that we've heard tonight of male sexual abuse,
right?
Both of the men turned down the shit regardless.
They did.
Women play that line like, well, I wasn't sure, so I just did it because I didn't know, or I needed my job because I got to feed these damn kids.
If your boss was attractive and had a nice ass and a small waist, and she had leaned in to kiss you,
that's a new argument.
Let me finish my question, and Kevin, please be honest.
Yes.
You understand?
I may maybe not in front of everybody, but
You'd have known for later, like, oh, I can get.
right. I wouldn't have
You
felt.
would not have felt harassed.
I wouldn't have felt. I wouldn't have felt.
This is a new argument.
Like I wouldn't have felt like that. I'm
It's
just saying.
weakening your old argument.
No, it's a totally different argument. We're not.
No,
we
but it's
can
the same
He
thing.
turned it down regardless.
I said the same thing on y'all end. When you like a dude, it's cool.
And I agree with
And when
you
you
on
don't
that.
like a guy,
I agree.
it's abuse.
That's a problem, though, because you cannot.
But that's the blurry line of abuse.
You cannot.
It's a problem?
The blurry line. You cannot say that the woman abused you just because you weren't sexually attracted to her. Just like I agree.
Why not?
Can't? Okay, well then what are we doing all these
Right.
Weinsteins
What's
for?
the fuss about?
Because these Weinstein is exposing penis.
Y'all
That's
expose
different.
cleavage. I was at
That's different.
I was at the yard.
A dude jumping out of the car. That's different.
I was at a sports bar the other night, Yard House or whatever, Atlantic Station. Yard
House.
Yeah.
Yes.
A girl walked in with some like Ugg type boots on that were really, really tall and a jacket, but her short skirt, whatever, did not even cover her butt. Her butt was completely out. I don't see a difference in that and
And
me
exposing your penis, a hard penis.
hard, soft, but semantics.
What about hard nipples?
Her butt was not jiggling. It was hard. She must have been tightening it as she was standing there. She was probably just
What was that
Anyway.
word?
which one?
What did you say?
Tightening.
Tangling?
Tightening it.
Guys, I agree with you that it should be fair on both sides. But my problem is that men, I think the reason that it's not quite the same is because men are not going to turn down sexual advances as often as women would, right?
No, I don't think that's true.
Really?
I don't know. That argument.
Y'all want men to be toxic sexually. I've had women.
Whoa, that's
Yes, I
rich.
think I've had women say that you didn't try to talk to me, you didn't try to pursue me, so you must be gay.
I've heard that.
I've heard
that a lot.
How about I just wanted to
Maybe you're
respect
gay.
you for who you are?
No,
Maybe I
I'm
just
not
want
gay.
to admire from far. Maybe I didn't feel the need to come over and undress you with my eyes.
You guys are not being accused of Me Too. You guys wouldn't fit that because you're more passive with your sexuality.
No,
No, what
we
that says
get
is that
accused of
if
something else.
I'm either gay or I'm a sexual deviant.
But I'm not supporting that. I'm just saying that I'm not supporting
But
that.
the rest of the world does. And even if they don't say they do, they do.
So you think that most women, if a man is not approaching her like that, thinks that he's gay?
I've had women tell me before, what's wrong? You think you better than me? Like, it gets to that point. I mean,
Like,
do you see me, woman?
Do you see women are going to accuse Lance Gross, one of them niggas of
No.
right?
Yeah, my wife
exactly.
is that dude. Like, I'm not even going to try to
Exactly.
compete with that dude. I just let him have it. You got it,
His
Lance.
features are perfect.
You got it, Lance. I don't know what work. He has some work. I'm just gonna put it. I'm just gonna write it off to work. Every time somebody's better than me, that nigga had work. And shit is unfair. The playing field is not fair.
Well, with your Hollywood good looks, you should.
I don't know.
feel
I'm
like
movie star
you're-
handsome, but that's not the same thing as this nigga when he took off his shirt in the little Tyler Perry movie, and all the women in the theater was like fainted and shit, like Janet Jackson concert.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna accuse
but
Kofi
men have-
Sorobi and no motherfucking.
No,
y'all not doing it.
No.
Nah, he's too new. That nigga don't get no credit.
Boris
yet.
Kojo ass
He gets
niggas
credit.
is not getting
Oh, he gets
accused
credit.
of
He don't.
sexual
He ain't
abuse.
put in enough work yet.
He gets
I'm
credit.
not taking that L to him. He ain't put in enough work yet.
He gets credit. He gets credit. He was circulating on our Instagrams long before Oprah swooped him up.
I wonder how much work he had done.
He didn't have to work done. That's straight from the motherland. Straight from the motherland.
Oh, shit.
Zamunda. He is straight from
Do
Zamunda.
you see dudes
He from
popping up in the
Detroit.
comments? You know his beard is fake.
That nigga from Detroit too. He ain't from no motherland.
But
You know his beard.
dudes do hate though. When we find a guy that we're attracted to, guys hate. Oh, you know. Yeah.
There's something wrong with him. We'll find it.
But we don't hate when it's women. I mean,
Yes,
there's so
you-
many
oh
beautiful
my
women.
God.
That's where I
Stop
got that
the
joke, nigga. Did you
madness.
not just hear me 2 seconds ago?
What?
Y'all are the worst.
Okay, I don't hate on other women though.
Please post it. I bet if I post a
don't.
picture of Rihanna, somebody I
I
guarantee
said I
you
don't.
somebody gonna
Rihanna's
pop up.
gorgeous, like beautiful. Why would anybody?
I don't know if she's beautiful. I don't know if she's gorgeous. I think she's just
very sexy. I think she's
it's sexy,
beautiful.
yes, and she's a little trashy, and that's just.
That's a turn on for you.
I don't think
It's
she's
like-
beautiful.
it's nice
I don't know what
flavor.
that
It's like
noise was.
Lowry's.
What?
I don't know what that noise was.
'Cause it's-
Listeners, that was Kevin the noise.
Because Rihanna trashy is like
See, that is creepy.
Yeah,
I feel
That's sexual
if
harassment.
A
But you
man
like
did
it.
that, I would be so freaked out.
Rihanna
But
should
you
file
like
a
it.
claim. She should put in a claim.
If you're walking by and a man goes,
I can't even make that noise. You didn't even do it very good.
That's a nasty old man. That's a nasty old man with worms.
Rihanna could grab my arm and try to kiss me.
And you would not record it. You would not say me too.
Rihanna could grab Christal's arm and kiss her, and Christal would kiss her back. Truth.
Yeah, you see anyone?
I mean,
you gotta just take that. If like,
done.
I probably would.
Done.
You gotta.
What am I gonna do? I don't know.
You gotta kiss Rihanna.
I'd be caught up in the rapture.
I'll call my wife immediately after, hey babe, I just got forced to kiss Rihanna. Like I didn't have a choice. She's like, okay, baby.
Sunshine in Harlem Nights. Put your mom on the phone.
I'm never coming home. Right. My wife probably be like, don't wash your mouth. I want to kiss you when you get home.
Like she's with the shits.
Right.
Yo.
She's with the shits.
But no, honestly though, the problem really is that y'all are just going crazy with this newfound thing.
No,
that y'all
I mean,
got.
I think, but I don't want to take the seriousness away from these allegations. Like, rape is a serious offense. And I think that I've had conversations with men where they feel like if a woman isn't physically beat up, that's not considered rape. If a man overpowers her, but she doesn't fight him to the point where she's bloody, that she must have wanted it. And that's a very, very dangerous mentality.
Do you really believe the majority of people feel like that? Do you believe that I feel that there's probably only a couple of people that feel that way, though.
I hope so. But the fact that we're having so many people come forward and claim that
everything that's coming forward is not.
I think if a person,
but where there's smoke, there is fire. There is the sexual.
Oh, now you using it. Now you got it, huh? Bang.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Go back 3 episodes. Y'all are about to fight over that.
Very much.
Oh my God! Not the Nicki Minaj and her brother. Oh my God! No, I won't. I'm not doing it.
No, it's too late. It's out there.
Yeah, you did.
It's on tape.
No. I'm not editing. I'm not editing that.
Seriously, like that there's something in our culture that says women are okay with this and they're really not. Now, I'm not saying that every situation is right, but I just think it's way too serious to make fun of.
The problem is though, you're saying it's serious. Most people agree, but you say there's something that women are okay with this. But no one ever defines what this is because it's so wide right now. Okay, so that's what the problem is.
But that's what it's ambiguous because Kevin is saying that he was harassed because he was not attracted to the woman.
No, he was harassed regardless. He said he wouldn't have minded.
If she looked good.
Right. He was harassed one way or the other.
If I was attracted to her, I would have let it slide.
Would you have?
But that doesn't mean that I wasn't harassed.
But would you have considered it? Would you have said, I was sexually harassed at work? If it was a fine woman who leaned in.
Harassment is harassment.
Hell yeah. I probably just would have bragged about being harassed by a fine woman. Harassment is harassment.
My problem, Christian, and I don't think you can do it. So I'm not putting the pressure on you to speak for all women. I cannot
speak for all women.
But when you say that guys think women are okay with this, you're talking about a specific thing in your mind. But every woman is not saying that same thing. Some women are saying things that are ridiculously nothing.
Right. No,
I agree. Y'all are just right now, y'all just throwing shit out there. That's rape. That's rape. That's rape.
No,
that's
what
rape.
Brock Turner did is rape. If you're a person who traded sexual or like sex or sexual favors for advancement in your career or that's not it.
I agree.
That you might have regretted what you did, but that don't make it rape.
You may not have even. You might have felt like, I know there's a situation where this woman her boss told her that she was going to be fired if she didn't give him oral sex, right? And she had children. It was a very good job. I don't think it's rape.
Okay.
And I think the fact that she made an unwise decision because I think she could have went to her HR. She could have, said something. She was going
to get fired. But here's the thing. You're already in the situation. What's the best thing I can do in this situation? Either you're going to suck a dick or you're going to get fired. You're going to have to pick one. And that sucks. That does suck.
And that's not right.
Right is not rape, but not right is not rape.
I agree with you. Not right is not right. But I'm saying that there's something in our culture that's off for him to even feel comfortable making that presentation to her.
He made that though. Everybody's not. All bosses aren't running around doing that.
But the ones that are, there's something wrong.
We all agree. Even
I'm willing to say that. Yeah, there's something wrong with people who take advantage of their position,
regardless of that.
And they know that they can do things that are wrong and get away with it.
Right. I agree. I agree that it's.
But when Forrest Gump mom had to get her little boy in school, I don't know if that was rape.
I really hate you right now. The way his head turned on a swivel.
We jumped by it, but Kevin made a statement about women that do things to get further in their career. I feel like in those situations, we need to have a money back guarantee, 14 days. If you don't report the shit in 14 days,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's got to be some time.
There should be a limit, but I also feel like, and I know for myself and some women that I've talked to, I was talking to a girlfriend of mine who went through a situation where she was harassed, and it was really bad, and bullied and harassed, and she said, I just wouldn't come forward because I don't want that attention, but I do think when some women stand up, it empowers other ones, and that's what we see happening. I'm not going to say anything about the situation that happened to me because I don't want that. But I think that when you do hear another woman, you want to be like, it's okay, there's nothing wrong with you. Because a lot of times when things happen to victims, they internalize it and they think that I did something wrong, or they walk around with that shame. And so when other women come out, it does empower them. So even though I don't like the fact that people come out 20 years later, you never know, that person may need that internal healing to come out and say, this happened to me. It traumatized me. There was a woman that had a relationship with Matt Lauer, and she acknowledged, she didn't say she was raped. She went ahead and dealt with him. He used her, but she said it changed the trajectory of her career because he didn't want her around. It was horrible, and she shared her truth. I don't think there's anything wrong with her sharing her truth. You know, she wasn't accusing him of rape. She acknowledged that she did sleep with him. Right. But as a 24-year-old intern for the Today Show.
No, I get it.
And the head of the Today, one of the biggest people in television, says, come to the dressing room so I can have sex with you. She made the decision to do it, but it definitely was under duress.
Let me ask you a question. Okay, so because there's some unfair things that happen in business, period, right? So let's say you're a hard-charging, young urban professional. You're at your company and, you know, everybody's singing your praises. But then one day you're not in the management conversation. The managers are not looking at you anymore to try to help promote you because you had an argument with somebody and it didn't turn out well.
Right.
And so every time you go up for a promotion, they tell you, oh yeah, you did a really good job, but you know, there was just so much competition. And you keep hearing this year after year after year. What are your options?
I mean, I would think leave, but I mean,
or just be content, right?
Right. Not everybody thinks that.
No, but hold on, but see, like, I'm taking something that's not as serious, but could be equally as serious depending on if it's you or not. In those situations, you have a choice to make. Am I going to keep eating this bullshit because they're lying to me? I know that I'm the one for this job. They're giving it to somebody else for whatever reason. Either I'm blackballed or it's nepotism or whatever. Those people have to just get a fucking new job. And you have to just make that choice. I'm not dealing with this shit no more. I'm not sucking your dick. I'm going to go find my way somewhere else. And that's just when there's a sexual component, now it's so unfair. It's sexual. But this shit happens to everybody who works a job anywhere. I was on fries for 2 years. I should be on burgers by now. But fucking Johnny got the job on burgers. It happens everywhere. Go to Hardee's. McDonald's ain't your place. You don't have the right. You don't have the right to be
that. But I think that just like my first thought process, you said, what would I do? Be content. I would think I would leave because, but I don't think I realize that not everyone has that experience. There are people who don't have an entrepreneur. Because I'm like, I could just make a job.
Not entrepreneurial, no.
But finding a job is not easy. And being a person with children, whether you're a single father or a single mother, you have people to take care of. I don't think that's really fair because sometimes you got to think about, you know what, if I we took it back, we mentioned slavery being the first time this happened. Picture the master coming in and telling the woman, if you don't, do this one, I'm going to kill your husband. Right. I'm going to beat your child.
Right.
I mean, you got to realize it may not be as extreme then, but when people feel like their back is against the wall, they make bad decisions. That doesn't mean that they deserve to have to be put in that situation.
No, I don't agree. Yeah, I don't agree that they deserve to be put in that position. All I'm saying is that this happens in business everywhere. This is not a rape problem.
This doesn't make it right, though.
But it's not a rape problem. I agree,
that doesn't make it right.
It's not a rape problem.
I wish the world was better.
It's a power problem. You said it.
I agree, it's a power problem.
So let's take the sexual component out of it. Let's stop making that the forefront of it because we're supposed to be having. We're supposed to be fucking.
I don't agree with that. I don't think that sex should be brought into the workplace.
I don't think there's any different than me choosing to leave my job because I'm blackballed because of whatever. As somebody who decided to suck a dick and now they're. Come on, like
I think I've told you guys this before. I don't like walking in a room of black men at work. I don't like doing that because I don't like the fact that I know they're going to look at my ass. It makes me uncomfortable. I don't. Now, if I'm out at a club, that's what I'm there for. You know, people in the club. Not necessarily there for that, but you expect that.
But then you also said you feel...
like that.
Now, I remember you saying that when you said that you felt more comfortable around white men because you felt like they weren't looking, and those are the main motherfuckers.
Well, I don't know that. All I know is the behavior.
White men like thick asses.
Well,
they do.
You know what? They don't make noises and they don't, they don't do all that. So I feel more comfortable because I don't have to deal with that. Now, I don't know if that's because...
Okay, maybe they don't make noises.
They don't. Now, I literally had this situation. We walked into a production office. There were all white men in there. They look you in the eye. Now, I'm not saying they're not looking at me. I don't care what you do. I don't want to feel uncomfortable. And when I walk in a room of black guys, I can like clockwork. Somebody's gonna nudge somebody. I mean, that's uncomfortable.
You know, you said that to me before, right?
Yeah.
You said, you know what,
that.
B, I like the fact that when you talk to me, you look at me in my face and you're not looking.
Yeah, I said that. I appreciate that about. I probably, I don't work with guys on a regular. Like I choose for us to have a working relationship because that's never an issue. But I've worked with other males, a lot of them. That has not been the case. And that does not, I have a strong personality, but there are a lot of women that don't have a strong personality. And I'm just saying that I'm telling you, it's uncomfortable. I don't like, even at this age in my life, I would rather wait outside or, can you come here? Like, I'll do something like that because I don't want to have that experience. And men trivialize it, and it's not right.
But, and it's crazy because I've known of other women that are curvaceous and around men. Like, no, for real, they get so much attention, it makes them uncomfortable. Like a friend of mine, she would literally walk with her back to the wall. Like, if she was in this room right now, she would smile and she would like walk sideways like a crab out the door just because she didn't want to turn around and risk getting that attention and feeling uncomfortable.
I wear a tight jacket around my waist. We actually had a guest on here one time with the other show that was like, so we all know Christal has big ass, right? I wasn't comfortable with that being said on the airwaves that way.
I didn't edit it either, so you could probably go back and me to him.
But the point is, that doesn't mean I'm comfortable with that.
But can I ask a favor?
I think if someone makes you uncomfortable, you do have the right to say, hey man, I don't like that.
Yeah, you do. And
I can't say that.
You can, and they should stop.
You can?
But can I ask a favor? Can y'all not tie the tie around at the gym? We need motivation at the gym. And can that be like our one safe haven? I'm not going to say nothing to you. I just want to be able to see, though. I put it out there. That might be bad, but
okay. So let me ask you this. So when are there women around? Are there women that come up to you and say and marvel over your ass and ask questions and comments and stuff like that? Mm-hmm. And then how do you feel around when that happens?
I don't feel the same sense of I did had a girl grab my butt one time. I didn't like that. But or you have a girl hit. I don't like it, but there's a difference with a man's presence and a woman's presence. And you guys have never been, especially you, Kevin, you may have been, be honest, on the other side of having a physical disadvantage. I know that you can say something to me, I can say something to you, and if you want to hit me or hurt me, you can shut me up if you want to, because you have a physical advantage. When another woman says something to me, you can't. It may be a draw,
but see, that's
I can't. But you don't know how that feels. I was talking to Roderick, and we were talking about riding horses, and he was like, I don't really like the idea of being on something that's bigger than me that I can't control. And I was like, that's funny because that's how women are. I'm 5'2", he's 6'2". There's a huge height weight disadvantage. Like I'm used to dealing with people that if they wanted to could hurt me. That's a very different place than saying something to another woman that says it. So if a guy comes, I remember I was at a club and a guy grabbed my ass and I turned around and I wanted to hit him, but I didn't know if he was going to hit me back. I wanted to say, curse him out, but I don't know if he's going to hit me. Like I have to make a decision of what I think he's going to do. And that's based on his physicality compared to mine.
But, and see, the other side of that coin is that, like, because of my size, mm-hmm. I know that someone can always play he's the big, strong guy, and he's going to...
Mandingo butt.
And see, even that...
I'm saying everybody has an issue.
But because of, like, if we were arguing and you could antagonize this shit as much as you wanted to, right? When the police showed up, if you said you were in fear, they're going to believe you. They're not going to pay. And I could be completely innocent
and afraid.
But just because I am physically taller than you,
right.
I might weigh more or be stronger or whatever, they're going to say, oh, so as much as you want to say that my physical size provides an advantage, I feel like in some cases it provides a certain disadvantage where I gotta play it cool.
But
I can't allow myself to get in certain situations.
I agree with that because you are. But I think those situations are probably going to be less than, I don't know how many times girls call the police on you or whatever like that, but I'm constantly around guys that say things to me that I can't. I don't know how many times I've been in a club and somebody grabbed my ass and laugh and I can't do anything back. That happens. I don't go to clubs now, but that happens on a regular basis. I don't know how often you feel like it is, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't tell you. You and I have been friends a long time. I probably never said that to you, so you guys don't know what's happening because maybe you're not doing it, but a lot of other men are doing really inappropriate things, and I'm not the only girl that has had that happen. You go to a club, and not even like I said, in a club is one thing, but you could be at a studio, you could be working and someone will say something or touch. And I know that sometimes people are just testing you to see how far they can go. But if my response is, no, I don't want that, which is going to prove that I don't want it, what is going to be his reaction? I always have to think about that.
Well, okay, so what about Nelly?
No, I agree with T.I. Nelly's the girl that accused him of rape should be brought up on charges.
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
We gotta. I think if you, again, speaking for womankind, if you want men to take you seriously, you have got to sacrifice these ones that are doing the dumb shit.
Well, they're hurting us because they're making this like the girl who cried wolf. And I think that's why a lot of guys don't think rape is serious because there's so many girls that are claiming rape if a man that they decide, I don't want people to know I slept with him, so I'm going to lie. When I was growing up, one of my girlfriends I grew up with, she said that this guy raped her, and really it was just because she was embarrassed that she slept with him. That's horrible. Yeah. I have a good friend that we both know in common that was accused of rape, and he didn't do it. And this girl could have potentially ruined his life, you know? And the girl that came out and said Usher, you know, did this to her and she's lying. Like, I think those girls need to be held accountable for that because this person has been accused. He was brought up on felony charges and, you know, it's not true. So,
but see, when it happens to men, nobody even takes it seriously. We laugh at it.
Well, that's what
you know how many jokes Usher received because of what this girl said.
Yeah, he did. You're right. That's what Jamal, the guest that we had a couple weeks ago, said that he was standing up for men's rights because men, you know, women are not held accountable when they lie, and I agree with that. I think that the women should be.
We got to. I think because I think that most people are not sexual harassment people. Most people aren't rapists. Right. So if you want...
I do think that people push the line a little bit more than they should when it comes to certain things.
But I think that's really Hollywood and music. I don't think that the average Joe Schmo... I don't think average Joe Schmo is trying this stuff that you're saying. Like, I know you say the customer service manager. I don't think very many customer service managers are doing this. I think this is really a problem of Hollywood and entertainment.
I don't know. I think that's where we see art imitates life. So we see it in the big screen. But I think that even when I mentioned the guy that when I was younger, I worked for a university and, you know, men will say things. I think that men don't understand that women aren't always appreciative of certain compliments. Like, damn, you got a big ass is not, for me, it's not a compliment. Now, if he said it to another girl, she might have giggled and smiled. But for me, that may make me uncomfortable. So for a guy to say, man, them titties look good. Like that, for one girl, that may be acceptable, but for someone else, it may not be. So I think that men don't really understand what I can or can't say.
And that may be true because there's some women that got fat asses and they can't take a picture without turning around. Right. Like all they do is show it off. And then there's other women that got fat asses and all they do is hide it.
It sounds like we agreed 3 times. The third time you don't do it. 2 strikes.
I did not.
I think we all agree. I think we agree. The first time I say that you have nice titties, if you say that if you have a problem with that, then I should take note. She had a problem with that. She might have had a bad day. The second time I say, hey, you have some nice titties. You're like, no, I don't like that. At that point, I know, don't say it 3 times. 3 times, sexual harassment.
I don't like it from you. You ain't got the juice.
Yeah, because telling you have nice titties is not the end of the world. Like, really, your feelings are hurt. Come on, you've heard way worse shit than that. I know you. You've probably said worse shit than that.
You know what?
You dreamt when you were masturbating. You thought of worse shit than that.
Okay, I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, we're going to wrap this one up.
Hey, I'm just telling
like it doesn't even.
listeners, we appreciate you guys tuning in once again to Music Love Life.
It's been a great 2017. We're wrapping up. This is our last.
Angry comments now.
This is the last show of 2017.
It is.
Right? So we appreciate you guys being open to this new format. We're excited about the things coming back. We got to mention our billboard.
Oh,
we're
yeah.
Actually,
absolutely, man.
We have 3 billboards.
My whole squad on the scene, you know what I mean?
I'm going to put the sponsor thing up anyway.
Yeah, we got Caribbean Blue. We had to hold them down on our billboards. If you see us, if you're in Atlanta and you see the Music Love Life billboard, definitely go to the website. Let us know that you saw it. Click on that. We definitely, appreciate the support, but that was a good look.
Go get you some Caribbean Blue.
Take a picture of it and put it on Instagram or something.
Yeah,
too.
Send it to us and let us know you were there so we can do something special for you. But we're excited. We look forward to a bigger 2018 and interacting with you guys on a more continuous basis and having more great guests and doing it all again.
Absolutely.
All right.
Make sure you go to the website, musiclovelifeshow.com, where you can connect to everything Music Love Life Show. Get a T-shirt. I think we need to start pushing those T-shirts more.
We come back in 2018.
I'm going to put them on the Facebook page.
We need to have a T-shirt on so that you all can see how nice they are.
That's actually part of the gift package that we're giving away if you go to the website.
If you go to the website, we got a gift pack coming for you from us. And that is one of the things included, and there'll be something else. It will not be an inappropriate gift.
Yeah.
As I will oversee the gift pass.
Well, they fit nice. You'll be able to show off your sexual parts.
Thanks for listening, guys. We'll see you in 2018.
See you next year.
Peace.